area of triangle, which is pretty important in itself because there is not one but many ways in which it could be calculated. And as there are many ways in which it could be calculated, there are many questions which could be framed based upon area of triangles. So let's start with the most basic formula for area. For a rectangle, area is base into height, or call it length into breadth, one and the same thing. Area of a parallelogram is again base into height, because it could be converted into a rectangle with base b and height h. See, this part we can cut and place it towards the back. And now this is similar to the rectangle above, right? Area is base into height. In case of a triangle, why is area half base into height? Because if I take the same triangle again and put it upside down next to this one, it forms a parallelogram, right? So area of this whole parallelogram is base into height, but we want area of just one triangle and not two. So that would be half base into height. Next we have area of triangle when two sides and the included angle is known. Let's say in this triangle ABC, sides A and B and the angle in between, angle C, are known. If h is height, then in this red colored triangle, sine C is h upon B. So h is B sine C. And area of triangle ABC will be half base, that is A, and height that we have just derived, B sine C. Area is half AB sine C. Do the same thing taking AC as base. Area will be half BC sine A. Take AB as base and area will be half CA sine B. In short, area is half times product of two sides into sine of the enclosed angle. If the triangle is equilateral, I want you to remember this case. If triangle is equilateral, all the sides will be equal. Let's say they are of length A and all the angles will be 60 degree, sine of which is root 3 upon 2. So area will be root 3 upon 4 A square. This formula is important. Another thing is that for given two sides, when two sides of a triangle are fixed, its area will be maximum when the triangle is right angled. Why? Well, the fixed sides being A and B, area will be half AB sine C, where for maximum area, sine C should be maximum, which will happen for C is equal to 90 degree. Sine 90 is 1. For maximum area, the triangle should be right angled. Next, we have three different triangles on same base of length B and lying between two parallel lines. Area of these three triangles will be same only, as base is common and their height is also same. Heights will be same as the distance between two parallel lines. So heights and bases are equal, areas will also be equal. Triangles with same base and between same parallel lines are equal in area. Same would be in case of parallelogram, right? For the same reason, parallelogram with same base and between same parallel lines will have equal area. Now there is one more case in which a line is drawn from a vertex and it bisects the opposite side. Again, these two triangles will be equal in area as the base is equal, right? And as the third vertex is common, height is also equal. So the area of these two triangles is equal. Both these scenarios come handy in problems related to parallel lines and problems related to medians. Next up is Heron's formula, which is to be used when the three sides of the triangle are known. And this is a little calculation intensive. So keep it as the last resort when the three sides are given and there is no other way you could find the area. Area is equal to square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, where S is semi-perimeter of the triangle, given by A plus B plus C upon 2. Proof is again using the one and only Pythagoras theorem. That's right. H is height and base BC of length A could be divided into x and A minus x. Now in this right triangle, B square is equal to H square plus A minus x whole square. And in the smaller right triangle, C square is equal to H square plus X square. Now subtract the second equation from the first. This is what you get. Keep X in left hand side and bring everything else on the right. Now this value of X, put it back in the second equation. What you will get is H in terms of A, B and C. Area of triangle will be half basis A into height, which we have calculated in terms of A, B and C. Basically, we will get area in terms of three sides. Now you will have to work on this obtained result to get it as Heron's format. I am leaving this to you. It is a little difficult, but what matters is that we have got area in terms of three sides. Not presentable, but it is Heron's formula in disguise. This was algebraic derivation in which we used Pythagoras theorem. The same could be derived using trigonometry as well. Check it in the description. So in this video, we saw different ways to calculate area of a triangle. In the next video, we will solve a few questions and we will also see two important tricks based on area of triangle. Thank you.